Leading up to the 2015 NFL campaign, the start of free agency already has multiple NFL teams with huge shakeups, most notably the Miami Dolphins signing of defensive tackle Ndamukong Suh. The All-Pros deal is record-setting, giving the ex-Lion over $114 million in 6 years.
DeMarco Murray signed a 5-year, $1 million deal with NFC East rival the Philadelphia Eagles, along with former Oklahoma teammate Sam Bradford, who signed a deal with them after being traded from the Rams for Nick Foles.
Staying in Philadelphia, the Eagles also managed to bolster their secondary with the signings of two former members of the Legion of Boom. Cornerbacks Byron Maxwell and Walter Thurman both signed deals with Chip Kelly's Eagles.
Also in defensive back news, Darrelle Revis and Antonio Cromartie reunite in New York, both signing back to the Jets with multi-million-dollar deals, with Revis having the most out of any free agent cornerback.
The guys on the offensive side of the ball got their dues as well. Ex-Ravens receiver Torrey Smith left Baltimore for a 5-year deal with the San Francisco 49ers. Mike Wallace, formerly of the Miami Dolphins, also found himself heading to the NFC, going to the Vikings via a trade. Last season's big trade found himself a new home as well in Buffalo. Wide receiver Percy Harvin leaves a short stint in New York behind for a 1-year, $6 million deal with the Buffalo Bills.
There are a few big play receivers who won't be leaving their teams this year. The Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys both franchise tag their star receivers Demaryius Thomas and Dez Bryant. Also, good news for Aaron Rodgers. The pass-heavy Green Bay Packers re-signed their top target, Randall Cobb, to a 4-year deal worth $40 million. Down in New Orleans, the Saints make a surprising trade by sending their dangerous weapon, Jimmy Graham, to the Seahawks.
Aside from Jimmy Graham, another big-name tight end will be in a new uniform next season. One of Peyton Manning's favorite targets, Broncos tight end Julius Thomas, will be heading south to catch passes from Blake Bortles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thomas cashes in for a 5-year, $42 million deal with the Jags. Also heading to the Sunshine State is former Browns tight end Jordan Cameron. Cameron signed with the Miami Dolphins after spending the first 4 years of his career in Cleveland.
The Indianapolis Colts seem to be looking to upgrade their defense with the acquisition of edge defender Trent Cole. Cole signed a 2-year, $14 million deal with the AFC runner-up. After James Harrison's amazing return to Pittsburgh last year, the Steelers have selected to re-sign Harrison to a 2-year deal worth $2.75 million.
3 defensive big men cashed in via free agency this offseason as well. The former keystone to the Patriots defense, defensive tackle Vince Wilfork, signed a 2-year deal with the Houston Texans. This signing immediately boosted the depth of the Texans' defensive line that already features defensive ends J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney. The Detroit Lions did not take long to replace their top defender. After losing Ndamukong Suh to the Dolphins, the Lions snagged ex-Raven Haloti Ngata to fill their gap.
America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, agreed to terms with Greg Hardy with a 1-year, $11.3 million deal. Also, Super Bowl 48 MVP Malcolm Smith has left the Legion of Boom in Seattle and has joined the Silver and Black. Malcolm signed a 2-year, $7 million deal with the Oakland Raiders.
Last season, rumors were flying that the era of the feature running back was over. This year's free agency disproved that yet again. Along with signing DeMarco Murray, the Eagles signed running back Ryan Matthews from the San Diego Chargers. And it was initially reported that the Eagles had also signed ex-49er Frank Gore, but this was proven to be false after Gore packed his bags for the Indianapolis Colts. In order to replace their franchise-leading rusher, the 49ers picked up running back Reggie Bush from the Detroit Lions on a 1-year, $2.5 million deal.
Not all news is good in San Francisco. Patrick Willis and Chris Borland both retired. Patrick Willis walked away from the game. Chris Borland, one of the top rookies last year, retires unexpectedly after 1 year. There was a concern about his health after sustaining several concussions in his rookie season.